Hello everybody, it's Dr. Hoskins again. It's July 4th. I am on my 5585. That is the camera that's going. That is the what's recording with the audio. And sorry about the fan, but it's kind of warm here in South Carolina. I want to show you the unboxing of this computer and run you through that real quick. So let's get that going.
Alright guys, it finally showed up, so what I'm going to do now is an unboxing. It's a nondescript box, but that's what you expect from a DELL, and especially this Twin series, so let's see what we got here.
Phone is getting ready to go back to the supply.
Yeah, I really wanted to open this up before this, but I decided I wasn't going to. Alright, let me put this down so I don't hurt anything. That's cool packaging. Oh my goodness, that's thin. So that's typical packaging there. Well, look how thin that baby is. So it's got the SD card, which is good because that's what I use in the camera. That's just a regular USB. Then it's got the expandable. It's got the Kensington. Nothing on the back. That's cool. Power, Type C, also display port, HDMI, and two Type 3s, and a head jack. Cool. That's even better than the Apple products. They don't even give you head jacks anymore. Headphone jacks. Alright, Radeon, Ryzen 7. Ooh, it's got fingerprint tank too. That's gonna be cool. See what we got. While this is doing this, I'll see what else is in here. Oh my goodness, instructions! Okay. Most people don't think about this, but I've been doing sound for so long that three-pronged, three-corded power supply is pretty important for recording sound and also playing sound, so you can get that ground out of the sound system, out of the system exactly. So, and the Mickey Mouse connector, that's cool. And this is some things. It's a 45 watt, 2.3 amp. That's important to know. I've got some others coming, but that's important to know. So there's that, and that is, hi Cortana. Yeah. Alright.
Use your voice or the keyboard along the way, and if you'd like me to stay quiet, just select the little microphone icon towards the bottom of your screen.
Okay, I think I might do that.
If you need an assistive screen reader, press the Windows, Control, and Enter key.
All right, so testing is done. I turned the sound off on these things. Ran R20 Cinebench right away. With the older version of Windows 10, it didn't have the 1903 version installed on it, so this is a pre-1903 install. It got stuck down here on this corner for a little bit. You can see that all 8 threads are working. And it got a pretty good score. Reran it here recently, compared it to some others. It's about, this laptop running at 45 watts is about the same result as my desktop monster. I'm running at probably 300, 400, 500 watts easy, with a i7 6700 processor. There we go. You had about 1450, 1466. So that's not too bad for a laptop, I don't think. Especially with no dedicated graphics on board AMD 10. And here's the system information. Doing some checking for updates. I don't know why I showed you that one, but anyway, there it is. We're going to do the user benchmarks here. These are pretty cool, pretty standard. When it came up as a very, very slow for its CPU after it did the updates. I'll show you that screenshot later. But it improved dramatically after the 1903 updates, even though the Cinebench didn't change. So I know they're using different algorithms to test the chipset, but it's pretty amazing. I just ran today, July 4th, 2 days after this. I just ran Cinebench again. I ran CPU Z, found some interesting information on that as well. But I'm pretty happy with this laptop. It did scare me a little bit. I came home from the office on Wednesday last night, and it would not boot up. It would not respond at all to the power button. It wouldn't respond to anything, and it freaked me out. I was very disappointed. But we just went ahead and watched, I don't know, Star Trek Discovery is what we've been watching. So we watched that last night. Went to bed, got up this morning, did some work around the house, on the house. And then, just a lot of praying because I don't want to, I can be without this. I just don't want to be without this laptop. I already sold the other one that I had. So this is my workhorse for outside of the house. And come in here this afternoon and with my wife and her best friend here in the office. It's like, you know what? Is it going to start up? Praise God it did. Praise God it did. We did a happy dance. We did a lot of praising and shouting, and it's working fine. So that's what I'm using now to do this recording before I upload it to YouTube. I'm very happy, very happy. I think this goes on for just a little bit. Sorry about the boringness of this. I know I hate it when I see that, but I just wanted to show you. These are real time. I actually used the camera to record the screenshot. Sorry about that. And so there's the very first performance results for user benchmark. And you can see as a desktop, it's a battle cruiser. It's not a desktop, obviously, it's a laptop. But 69% is not too bad. We look at some of the other things. Did I scroll down on this one? User benchmarks changed a little bit since the last time I used it, which is a long time ago. And so getting the actual results was not where I expected. I figured it out later, though. All right, here's another R20. Going to get the same results. Hopefully it'll make you watch all the way through this. But it looks like this was after the 1903 update. It might be. But again, you can see all 8 threads going. Oh, this is boring. I'm sorry, guys. And then again down here on the left, lower left, it gets stuck. And that's happens every time. I think that's the high density where you can't really do compression on it. And that's one of the tests I think this does. Is compression of images and uncompressing and processing the data. And it's a pretty highly textured area. Right of the window and left of the window is pretty bleh, because it's all pretty much the same color. But you get down on the blanket down there, it really chugs along. What threw me off on this one, because I thought this did a whole bunch better than the other one, but it came up with the same exact score within, plus or minus 20. So pretty much 1450 and 1460 on a Cinebench R20 is what this laptop does, which I don't plan on doing a lot of high-end processing, even though I did put the video you're watching was done in Premiere Pro. It's an 18-minute video, and it took about 20 minutes to render at 1080p 60 frames. On my big machine, I expect if I take a 1080p 60, put stuff together, render it at 1080p 60, the time it takes to render is a little bit less than the actual video time. On the laptop is a little bit more, so that's a good thing to know. But it was still within 2 or 3 minutes of the actual video time, which would have been, that would have been, instead of 18, it was 20 minutes. That's a good 10%, 10% more than the actual video time. So that's something good to know if I have to do any video rendering out in the real world. Of course, I'll probably do 720p unless I'm doing stuff for my businesses that'll be posted either on our website or for download and training. I like doing those in 1080p 60. It just seems a lot cleaner, crisper, and better for the eyes to process, in my estimation. And I could be full of bunk, but I've been called that before too. So going from my other laptop that I had to this one, it saves me about 2.5 pounds of stuff. I did find on Amazon power supplies that are really cool. They are rated for this, and they do work with this. Like I told you, when I booted up last night, it didn't boot up. I thought for sure I might have fried something. But these guys have really nice brick. They don't have the 3 cords. They don't have the 3 cords, but they do have. Let me get this where you can see it. They do have a USB port on the brick, so that helps out, especially traveling. Nice and small, so it fits in the bags. Very, very cool. And again, you can see here on the Cinebench score, right at 1450, 1250. Oh, that was this was pre-1903. And as you know, Windows likes doing things in the background, so it really freaked me out because I tried to force it to do the updates. It said, "Oh, didn't find any updates." So I actually trusted Microsoft Update to actually, tell me the truth, which it didn't, because it was doing the 1903 update in the back. I finally got tired of that and went to the website and forced it to do it. But anyway, that is my unboxing and first test. As I go along, I'll keep reviewing it. When I get the cords on for the hard drive, I'll definitely record that and let you guys see what the insides look like. But anyway, very happy with it. Very happy with it. Like I said, gave me a scare last night, but we got over it. God blessed us. And yes, you probably already see my shirt. Jesus, my final answer. It's my worldview and my beliefs. Not forcing you to believe it, but that's where I stand. Thanks. Bye-bye.